Okay, Scott Johnstone of Incert Coin. Alright, so Scott, tell me about how Incert Coin started up and what was the feeling behind it, the thought behind it.
Um, it, I had just actually stopped playing because I was in my first band. I started playing when I was about 17 years old. I was in my first band with my sister. And I think we had kind of parted ways because I had gotten progressively heavier in the nature of the kind of music that I wanted to play. And I started to line with James. We had like this little band in my room that we used to write all kind of different little pieces of music and stuff, and we had concepts for many different types of bands, and I think Incert was just one of them that actually came to fruition.
Right.
So we started jamming in a real hole in the wall place up in Marval, where we just started to bang out a bunch of real cool music, in my opinion. At that time, it was very, I think the best part of it for me there was very just fresh and we were just out there and we just making music. There had no pressure, no nothing. We didn't have any fans. We didn't have any pressure to make a CD or anything. We were just writing music for ourselves, which I think is really where the core or the true core of an artist should be or should lie. And I mean, I remember James sticking his head all up in the kick drum and balling down his guts and screaming down the place, and I jamming guitar. It was one guitar, one bass, James singing and the drummer performing, right?
Right.
All partners, and we just real kill, had real fun, and the band started from there.
Right.
You know, eventually came out with our first little CD, Incert Coin, and that actually did quite well. I mean, of course, on a financial level, music in this country don't make no money, especially if you're playing rock, but from when it came to like fans and things, they really dig it.
Right. Well, I want to ask you about that. What were the pressure points for the band as you all progressed as a unit?
I think we had a couple lineup changes going down the road. I think the biggest pressure point was when we actually started to try to do this thing for a living, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we were all still working on it, but we decided at some point, well, yeah, boy, let's run down trying to get signed.
Yeah.
And I think that was not a good idea.
Right.
We learned a lot. You know, we went to LA, we played shows, we opened for a lot of different bigger bands down here, and we opened for some outside and stuff. And we played for a lot of producers in the decibel scenarios. And you know, everybody was like, well, nah, your music you don't have enough hits, and it's not this and it's not that, and you have all these different producers that are trying to force you into a certain direction.
Right.
I think the closest we came was with I can't even remember his name right now, but he was the man who discovered and produced Nickelback, and that was like his big super gazillion-dollar signing, and we got real close in with him.
Yeah.
And nothing ever really came out of it. But good thing about that is if there was a positive with that, you have no hits thing. I think our biggest song to date is probably Changes.
Right.
And the inspiration for that, I went to him, if I remember correctly, right after that decibel, feeling like, you know, I just fed up and then and Changes came out of that night itself. I think pretty much how it was there, and then James came up with the lyrics and the melodies and stuff. I think probably that the next week when we was practicing, and that song I think is probably one of our biggest tunes to date.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, what advice would you give to a young person coming up in this country who sort of wants to get into music, thinking about it maybe as a full-time venture, they think they're good? Yeah. What advice would you give to them in a nutshell? From out of your own personal experience.
Honestly, the times have changed a lot. So now we no longer have to fly up to the United States or UK to really be able to have, you know, a life in music, right? You could market everything online, make your money from online sales, and get big enough that you could, I guess, sign with some sort of publishing deal or something after you make it big. And you go out there and you tour, and you already all your album sales happen in the virtual space now, online, which is real cool. We didn't have them touch points when we started. You know, we literally had to be physically there and jamming, and that's what we were told. And we were told, listen, if you guys were up here all the time and touring, I guarantee you'll be a signed band and making a lot of money. That's nice to hear, but I mean, it wasn't a reality. I've ended up working, and I don't know. I was actually pretty. To tell you the truth, I was pretty scared to just leave everything, my whole life behind, and just go up there and beat up. I have this long standing thing in my brain that I would prefer to catch my ass in my own country rather than go and catch my ass somewhere else where I have no friends, no family.
Right.
You know what I mean? No backup at all. Right. So that I think scared me. My advice would be to follow your dream if you really want to do that. Like I say, you want to go abroad, go and do it. Do it while you're young, get out the system, hopefully you make it. If you don't get discouraged. We start off by playing music because we love it. We write because we love it. I still write songs that don't see the light of day that I could stand up in my room and bob my head to and feel real proud of, and nobody needs to hear it.
Right.
I think that's the main thing. That's the main thing I would tell everybody. Please write music for you and play music for yourself. It doesn't matter if you get signed or not. You all want to make money, but you can make money in different ways. Just keep it real. I'm trying not to let people change it.
Right.
You know?
Okay. Thanks so much, Scott.
No
okay. All right.